let's get this thing started. What's going on? I know there's not really anybody in the stream right now, but that's okay. It's been a good while since I've been on the YouTube channel anyway, so it's kind of expected, but it seems like today is the big day. Switch 2 has finally been released, and as you can see right here in front of me, I got my hands on 2 Nintendo Switch 2s. Why have one when you can have 2, right? Some would say that makes me a scalper, but I don't think so. I'm going to be preserving one of them. This one, most likely. I'm going to keep it on the lowest firmware possible. And in anticipation of something happening in the near future. Hopefully sooner than later, but we'll have to wait and see. Anyways, I know everybody's already had an unboxing on most channels, but I'm going to set this Switch aside. And I'm going to get the other one open. I still have yet to actually see the Nintendo Switch 2 in person, let alone feel it in my own hands, so I'm pretty excited right now. Very interested and anticipating opening this bad boy up. Oh man. All the rumors, all the delays, everything we've had to wait and go through just to get to this moment for the most part. I'm sure everyone's happy who's actually gotten their hands on the device themselves. I know I'm happy and excited that I was able to get what I was looking for the most part. On top of the Nintendo Switch 2, the bundle here, Mario Kart World, I did grab myself, I guess it is the Nintendo Switch 2 carrying case and screen protector. And I was looking at this thing, and it's a little confusing to me, because when you look at it, see, this is the orientation you expect. Obviously, in stores, you would have it on the shelves like this, hanging from the little hanger here. But when you look at it like this, you're like, wait a minute, why is that upside down? See, so this is the orientation for the Switch 2 on the box, but then the description of it is actually rotated, which is kind of weird to me anyways. Let me turn it this way to actually read it. Doesn't make sense. I'm wondering if Nintendo did that on purpose, or if there was an issue in manufacturing and the label down here was printed upside down in comparison to what it should look like in my mind. But I'm pretty anxious and excited to get this bad boy finally open. I'm ready to get this thing open. Let's see how this goes. Oh man, here we go. Here it is. Let's get this bad boy open. The box is blocking off the other camera. That's kind of funny. Oh, look at that, eh? Holy, that's a big ass screen. Where did I put my... I should have brought my Steam Deck. That would have been handy to have in comparison to this bad boy right here. Compare the Switch 2 to the Steam Deck. That might be a future video actually. May as well for the most part. The Joy-Cons. Shit. I do have my OLED here. Like, just looking at it. My god. That thing's huge in comparison. Crazy. Let's get this bad boy open. Completely. First, I think I'm going to check out the Joy-Cons. See how these feel in hand. Wow. Yeah, that's a nice size right there. That's pretty good. Whoa. That joystick is buttery smooth right there. When you rotate it, holy cow. It just glides. To do a circle with that thing, like, I gotta pull off the Joy-Con on my... What a difference right there. It's a big difference in size. Big difference. Just putting them side by side like that, like, it just dwarfs the original. That's crazy. What a monster difference right there. And just the feeling, like, to feel this one, the sound of it. I'm curious with the new one. Especially the joystick rotation, like, I'm not sure if there's a difference in travel distance. That's pretty quick. And yeah, there is a, it feels like there's slightly more travel distance in the new one. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, let's get this blue one open. The colors are pretty nice. Can't complain about that. I should have grabbed my Steam Deck. Can you grab my Steam Deck? Should be in the case up there. I'm gonna have the Steam Deck be brought down. Oh my god. Just the feeling of these joysticks. That's crazy. Actually, that's a good question with games. Right now, all I got for the Switch 2 is the Mario Kart World. I'm going to end up purchasing quite a bit more in the near future. But I did get my hands on a nice collection of original Switch 1 games. Some of them actually are able to be upgraded. Yeah, I got my Steam Deck here. Might as well get that ready to compare. I won't do a full comparison, but I'll do a minor comparison. Let's see for a second. Stick that down there. Move a couple of things around over here. There's the Steam Deck. Interesting. Yeah, look at those bad boys. Yeah, that feels pretty good in the hand compared to the original, or the OLED Switch, I should say. See the triggers? The triggers in the back right here? They're louder. It's more audible. Yeah, that's more of a clicky sound from the new ones when you pull the triggers. But I don't know if it's just mine. They haven't got much use either. The OLED ones, like I've used other controllers when it comes to this thing for the most part, but they sound more tinny or springy. I'd say springy. Like you can really hear. You guys might be able to hear that. Then when you try these ones, they're more of a click as opposed to a spring set. Yeah. Yeah, in anticipation of the the Switch 2, I actually got myself. I got these for dirt cheap. Look at these. Okay, a couple of them are a little mangled, but I figured I'd get my hands on. I got all of these for really cheap. They were like $10 each for each of these. Like, come on now, $10 for Super Smash Bros, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, $10 each. I paid for all these games. Like ridiculous. I couldn't believe it when I seen it. I was like, "That's mine. I'm scooping that up," and I got it as soon as possible. I do have my other. Like I said, I have this Switch 2. But I'm keeping it in the box. I'm trying to determine if I'm gonna leave it on the current software it's on, or if I'm gonna take the time and update it to the day one patch, put a micro SD Express, get all the drivers installed in regards to using a micro SD Express, and then preserving the system and not going any further on the other one there. And just leaving it in the box for the most part. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Just looking at it through the bag, it's like, it's just a giant tablet. Look at all, the bezels are, are really tiny on this thing. Holy cow, like those bezels, like they're thin. Comparison to this chunky boy, a little dust on it. Like this guy's got some big ass bezels. Look at the size of that bezel. Let's look side by side. Okay. Look at those bezels in comparison. Look at how shiny the new screen looks. This one looks dirty. That's crazy. Wow. Yeah, the OLED, I'm gonna have to compare the screen to this. Like, I haven't even attached the Joy-Cons to the new one yet. I gotta feel what that's like. No more slide down. A real snap on. That's gonna be crazy. And then you got, like, then you got the Steam Deck. Like, that thing's massive in comparison. The Steam Deck's gargantuous. But the screen on the new, I just gotta be careful. I got a magnet on the back of my Steam Deck for the battery pack. I gotta make sure I don't really put that up against the screen of my Switch there. But yeah, it's gonna be a nice comparison to really see the size difference. I'll do that in a few minutes once I get this one on. I think this is a real moment of truth for me. Connecting these onto it. This is so weird. I can't, like, this is a cool design. Let's see. Ooh, really? Like, that felt pretty good. That's, oh my god. That click, that snap. Okay, I gotta, how do you remove it? You push, yeah, you push that in. Like, it just, boom. From quite the distance too. Like, that's a strong magnet. Magnets, I should say. Feels pretty sturdy. Not bad. There's a little bit of play. Is there really, but having the magnets as opposed, because even with the original Switch, like especially the original Switch, the OLED, maybe not as much, but let me put this on. There's a little bit of movement in the original when you actually try, like the movement in that compared to the new one. It's pretty similar. It feels like there's more movement on the OLED Switch here. It feels like there's more movement when you actually try to move the joysticks like down and up. I can feel the play. The Switch 2, it's not as audible. You can see the movement. It feels slightly less than what was on the original Switch. Like, crazy. Okay, I'm gonna turn this bad boy on in just a few minutes. Let's put this aside over here a little bit. I'll put that one there. I'm gonna put this one here, which is gigantic. Holy cow, man. Like, that's the Switch 2. That's a big screen. Like, that's a really big screen. Alright, let's see. Obviously, we're going to have a charger in here. It's probably my code, I wouldn't doubt, is in here for Mario Kart World. Stick this. Put it right there. That's convenient enough. In here. Alright. Huh. Let's see how that feels. I like to keep all the wrappers and everything from the actual console when opening it, so I can put everything back in the box before I actually open it. So I'm going to disconnect that Joy-Con. I disconnect It's weird calling like this Joy-Con 2s. What are we gonna call the Joy-Cons? Just Joy-Cons? It is. That felt a little. Getting these in here, like, it feels a little uncomfortable. Because your fingers are smacking up against this as you're trying to put it in. So, you really gotta work with it and make it work for you. Not bad. I'd probably just use it with them detached. With the size of these things now, yeah, I'd probably just use them detached for the most part. But those joysticks, like the right one, they feel buttery smooth. I love that. And they're silent when you rotate them. Crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Alright. Put that aside even more. Reattach these Joy-Cons. Click. Already got a little piece of dust on there. Trying to keep this thing pristine, and I haven't even turned it on. Charger. USB-C. Interesting. I didn't mean for that to come out quite yet. Stick that back in there. Got the cable. USB-C cable, nothing special. We got the dock. Shit. Almost want to grab my OLED dock and compare the two side by side. Look at that, eh? She's chunky. She's definitely more chunky than the original. Oh, do I slide it off? Do I pop it off? You gotta get in there, right? Yeah, you slide it back. They didn't put it on a hinge mechanism. We got the LAN. They got the LAN port for internet. HDMI out, AC adapter. Not bad. Put this back on. Yeah. Got the holes underneath for the active cooling, huh? That's basically everything out of this box. Shit. Definitely doesn't take long to unbox that thing. Yeah, look at that, eh? You got the switch. 2 with the dock. Got the OLED. Wish I had that dock out too. I almost want to pull out the other dock. I know it's kind of tucked away. That one there. I have another one I modded. You know what? Yeah, it's a modded dock, but whatever. And that's the way they should be, actually. I like being able to see my screen fully. Yeah. This is the original one. I trimmed it back. Some people love it, some people hate it. I guess I wouldn't be able to trim it back as much. Well, the logo, this logo would be gone completely, kind of like this one. Got a lot of dust. I gotta clean this dock up. Whew. Let's see how the switch fits in the dock. I'm curious. Is it gonna rub as much as it used to? Oh, what's going on here? Why do I feel like I couldn't naturally put it in the dock? What is going on here? That felt weird. Maybe I gotta put it forward more? Wow. What am I missing here? There's a USB port. There's a USB there. Huh. Oh shit. Jesus. I can't believe I made that mistake. Ha! Are you kidding me? Did I really do that? I put the Joy-Cons on upside down? Well, I guess the test has been done. Can you put it on upside down? Yeah. You can install them upside down. I've been holding this thing upside down. That's right side up. Jesus Christ. Well, I guess I did a test already. That should slide right in. There we go. Well, if you feel like you can't get the switch in proper, you might have it upside down like I did. Shit. What a stupid mistake. Dumb over here. Crazy. Huh. Alright. Let's get this bad boy turned on. Fuck. I want to see both screens. This is switch 1. Switch OLED. Got some loud speakers. Definitely has. This is what we need. Like, they could have music in the on the home screen. That'd be kind of interesting if they did something like that. End user agreement. Let's switch up this camera view for a moment. Let's focus more on the switch itself. There we go. Let's connect to the internet. That's why I got the spare Nintendo Switch to decide if I'm gonna do the update or not. For this one, I guess so, huh? It's time to do that update. Alright, give me a second. Let me get this internet down. I'm so used to the Steam Deck for some of this. Alright. Successful. There we go. About to download update data. You can continue setting up while the update downloads. Alright. Time zone, time zone. The system can stand at whatever angle you like. Yeah? Oh, no. That's something I haven't even tried out yet, huh? That new stand. How natural is it going to feel to open this bad boy up? Well, they got little notches there for it, huh? And all those are the speakers. Stands. The best spot to grab the stand, right there in the center, huh? Shit. Using the stand. They don't really tell you where you should open it up from the stand. Interesting. This thing can lean back pretty far. Yeah, RetroArch for the Nintendo Switch. That's why Switch 2. That's why I got the other Nintendo Switch. I'm not going to be doing too much on that. I'm going to keep it nice and original until something comes out. Whether we're gonna get a software mod or a hardware mod, only time will tell. That kickstand feels pretty strong, gotta say. Using the stand, da 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 da. Hold and release and pull off, obviously. Yeah, that feels nice in the hand. That's crazy. The bezels on this, huh? Similar to the OLED, not far off. No, I'll connect it to the TV later. You can use accessories that came with the system to hold the Joy-Con controllers in multiple ways. I was actually wondering something. Where did I put that? I'm wondering if I can hook up something I have. I have another controller I was gonna test out with the Switch here, Switch 2. I was thinking of testing out this bad boy here, this controller. It's a nice little controller. The Mamba. Got a little screen on it and everything. So you can turn it on. Let's see if this works with the Switch 2. I have an adapter. There is a Switch connection when it comes to this thing too. I wonder if it'll directly be compatible with the new one. Let me see for a second. Let me see something. Hold the home button. Mode. Oh. Switch 2 with Bluetooth. Yeah, see? See, I got Switch 2. Might be able to see that right there with the Bluetooth. I'm going to see if this controller will directly connect. I know it was made before the Switch 2 release, but maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to get it to connect. That'd be nice. Skip. Choose your style. You can change it at any time. Ready to update your system. Got the Steam Deck here too. I'm gonna do a comparison, like directly. Like this thing dwarfs. Holy cow! The old Switch. It looks tiny. Like it's just a little baby. Look at this little baby. It's a baby. Crazy. System update complete. Don't transfer. Nah, I won't transfer. Let's add user. Sign into Nintendo account. Alright. Sign in with the QR code. Keep this page up and scan the QR code with your smart device. I'll do that with my Fold 6. Let's get this scanned. Accounts Nintendo. Shit, I'm signed into the wrong account here. Sign out. Yeah, sign out. I definitely do not want to sign into that account. I want to sign into my account. Alright, let me do that again. Scan this QR code. I guess I could have just typed everything out. Confirmation code. Give me 1 second. 1 second, 1 second. I just want to check something on my OLED here. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. That works for me. Okay, type in my code. After scanning the QR code. You know what? I'd like to actually do it with the touch screen. Boom. More users can be added to the system. If this system will be used by other people, I'll do that later. Set up parental controls, no. Only micro SD express cards which feature the marks shown in this image are supported. Other SD cards won't work, which is ridiculous because the price of SD cards went down so much, but I understand the speed capabilities of the new express cards, so sure. How to insert? Let's see. It's done under the kickstand, exactly where it should be. And it looks like it's actually located on the left side of the device. When you rotate it, it goes to the right side of the device. That makes sense. Skip. Setup complete. Push the home button. Moment of truth. Here we go, boys. This is it. The home screen. Bang. From here, you can re-download and play purchase downloadable games and content on your account. Virtual game cards. Game share. Yeah, it has been a long time. I'm going to be a lot more active on the channel, believe me. Let's hack this sucker. Trust me. I've been in conversation and hoping that'll happen as soon as possible. Let's just hope certain people are willing to take the time to get this thing hacked. Fuck. Look at that screen. Excuse my language, but Jesus, that's beautiful. Almost feel like I should set my OLED to white mode just to compare. Let me go to themes. Where's themes? Basic. Shit. What a difference. The brightness is way up on this one. Like way up. That's auto brightness. Auto brightness on. Shit. The new one looks like it's bright. Off, on, off. Like really. Ho. Wow, the new one. I gotta see this. How bright can the new one go in comparison to the old one? Turn off auto brightness. I'm gonna turn that up all the way. I like the color. It's like a gradient around the icon here. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's like a rotating gradient. I'm trying to get it to focus. You can see it moving around a little bit. But it's look at the brightness. Wow. Crazy. Huh. Yeah, the games are way too expensive, especially in the country I'm at. You hear everybody complaining about the price. Shit, we're paying over $100 here where I am. Over $100 for most Switch 2 games right now. Ridiculous. But that's why I built up a collection of some of the older games. Just to play some of these old games. $10 each for each of these games. $10 each for each of these. I picked them up. Some of them I already have in the collection, but I figured for $10 a piece, it was well worth grabbing them. Yeah, that auto brightness, I'm going to turn this down. It still affects. Interesting. Turn this down. Maybe I'll go down to about half. Be a little better. I'm in Sweden and my local store sales Switch 2 games almost $100. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Nintendo's really pushing it. They're really pushing it when it comes to the price of games, but hopefully over time and not a long time, even the price for the Switch 2 drops down. But I'm happy I got my hands on two Nintendo Switch 2s. I just got to determine how I'm going to proceed with the other one, if I'm going to leave it in the box or if I'm going to do the day one update. That seems to be the big thing right now. You know what I need to find though? I wouldn't mind. Do I do Mario World or do I stick in a game I already have? Scratch off for your download code. These guys want me to get my nails dirty to scratch off this code for Mario, huh? Well, obviously I should be doing this off camera before someone snags my code. Let's get this scratched. Alright. Definitely work with that when it comes to punching in my code. Scratch off the download code. And give me a second, you guys. Instructions on the reverse. Select Nintendo eShop from home. Select enter code. Da da da. Yeah, that sounds like something I was probably gonna do anyways. Any bit of dust, I'm like blowing it off this thing. I'm not leaving it there. Welcome to Nintendo Switch Online. Let's start enhancing your experience on the Nintendo Switch 2 and the Nintendo Switch. Boom!
On the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems, enjoy more games, more features, and more fun with Nintendo Switch Online. Here are some of the benefits you'll get with a membership.
Video promotion right in the app, huh? Shit.
With online play and compatible
Interesting.
games,
Alright. Shut that down real quick. Okay. Let me see. What does it say to do? Go to home menu, then select the account you want to use. Select enter code from the left. Really? You want to close? No, I don't want to close it. Hold on a sec. That's funny. Hack that bastard, he says. From the left side of the screen. Shop. Then select the account you want to use. Select enter code from the left side of the screen. Why do I feel like they're making it a lot easier than it is? Select Nintendo eShop from the home menu, then select the account you want to use. Select enter code from the left side of the screen. Select enter code. There's no select enter code. Yo, what's going on here? They're pissing me off right now. What? Select enter code.
on the Nintendo Switch 2.
Shut up. I don't want to listen to that. It's a trap. Yeah, it's something. Nah, man, what's going on here? Like, well, maybe then select the account you want to use. Select the enter code from the left side of the screen. But it's not, there is no select enter code. Are you kidding me? Icons, intellectual properties. You know what? Oh, shit. You know what I was doing? Ha! I just realized it. I kept going to Nintendo Switch Online. I forgot to actually go to the eShop. So I was in here, which I don't want to be. I want to be in the eShop. What a dumb mistake. Making silly mistakes already. Crazy. Nintendo eShop. Enter your PIN to sign into your Nintendo account. Sign in with QR code. Remember me. Alright, I gotta scan this bad boy. I gotta sign in again. Wait, so you people can hack NASA but can't navigate the Switch too? Listen to this guy. Navigating NASA. Identity verification completed. I'm just excited. That's why I wasn't navigating the Switch too good. Enter code. There we go. Alright. Here, let me just read the code out loud while I type it in. No. Redeem. Boom. Virtual game card added. To load a virtual game card on this system, you'll need to link it with the other system. Okay. Really? It wants me. Are you kidding me? You're kidding me. That's what it wants me to do. Open the virtual game cards from the home menu and select the same user when on this. Select link. Holy cow, all these games they want me to go through. Like, really? Seems like a hassle. You just couldn't download it on the because this is my old main system. Was it still my main system? This one here, no, this isn't a hacked. The OLED is not hacked here. I got my hack switches. I got a couple of them actually set aside right now. They're not on hand right this minute, but yeah, I got multiple. Altogether, the amount of Nintendo Switches, Nintendo's making a lot of money from this household. Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6 Nintendo Switches in this house. Bonkers. Ridiculous. Okay. Holy cow. Really? Like, I don't really feel like having to look for. They should have a search in this. Why would I have to do this anyways? Like, why? Why do I? Oh, it's right there. So why is it telling me to do all that? It's trying to tell me to put the virtual card onto my other Nintendo Switch when it's downloading it right there. Stupid. I'm going to turn this brightness down. It seems like it's a little bright for the camera. Let me turn it down a little bit there. There we go. Yeah, Miyamoto's children are eating quite good right now, I'm sure. They've done good though. The Nintendo Switch, the first one was a real hit. A lot of people have this system in their household. Then when you got kids and even adults, like multiples are just necessity. I seen a lady when I was picking up this in line when I was lined up for GameStop. This lady was handing one in. She said she had 3 or 4 in the house, and only one of them actually got played. Nobody played the other one. She was trading it in. I was tempted on buying it off her instead of letting her return it to GameStop, but I held back on that. So it's downloading Mario Kart World. Huh. Shit. You know what I picked up recently too? Nothing crazy special, but I gotta set this up in the room. Dang. Good old Mario photo. Picked it up pretty cheap too. Can't complain. Yeah, buddy. And then I got Mario over here just chilling with me. I picked that up last night after waiting in line till 12 a.m. This is downloading right now. I feel like sticking other games. Like, I just want games on this thing. The home screen looks lonely right now. The home screen is lonely. What game do I want to stick in this thing? You know what? Super Mario Odyssey looks like a good one to stick in the console. Yeah, that's probably a good one to stick in this console. Let's see. Game card. Slot right here. This is going to be a first too. I haven't opened this up. Is there not a notch? Oh, the notch is underneath back there. Oh, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. That opens a lot. The original Nintendo Switch, you want to grab it from here and you want to pop it back. Okay? It's just like a little... But on the new one, yeah, I still have my day one Switch too. That thing ain't going nowhere. I'm keeping all of mine. I'm not getting rid of any of my Switches. But this new one, you pop it from behind the cartridge, and it pops up like it. That's completely different. Is it magnetic? No, you have to push it in there. Feel like it's really gonna encompass the game. Let's stick Mario Kart Odyssey in here, or Mario Odyssey, Mario Kart Odyssey. Jesus, there we go. Let's fill up this home screen a little bit here. There. Probably need an update for that too. The speaker on this thing, the speakers on this, they're loud. In comparison, let's turn this one up all the way. The sounds are different between the two. Huh. Oh, the capture. You got the extra capture. The icons are different too. Shit. I wonder. I want to see something real quick. Themes, dark. I want to see the black on the new one in comparison to the old one. What? Why does the black on in person, honestly, the black on, maybe it's the theme is Why does black look better on this than that? Even on the camera, you see a little bit more light bleed. Not light bleed, but shit, that's dark. Like really dark. How heavy is the Switch 2 in comparison to the Steam Deck? Good question. I'm gonna go back to light mode for now. I can check that out right now. Actually, that's a good question. Let's see the difference in the weight. Steam Deck. Yeah, I'm playing a game right now. I forgot. Look at that, boom. Really, it's still gonna play the volume. The game should be in the background right now. There we go. The screen on the... Is it a bigger screen on the Switch? Yeah. Look at that. It looks bigger. Let's see in comparison to this one. Yeah, that looks like a bigger screen. Shit. As for the weight, like, I got a little pack on my Steam Deck right here. I can clip on a battery pack, which adds a lot of weight. I got a battery pack right here, in case anyone's curious what it is. That's what it's called, Antank. And then it just clips on like that. But then you got to run the cable from here to here. But without this on there, the weight of the Steam Deck. Huh. Let's see. I don't really feel... Nah, you don't feel much. Doesn't feel... On hand, they both feel about the same weight. Definitely doesn't feel much heavier, the Steam Deck. Nah. I'd say the weight is about the same. Ha! Shit. Compare. Steam Deck's still a nice device, though. There's no way I'm going to stop using the Steam Deck. My game collection is just bonkers on Steam. My game collection... Mind you, it's not the all games, 677. That's not bad. That's a lot of games to go through on the Steam Deck, man. But I upgraded the hard drive on the Steam Deck anyways. The SSD is even bigger than it should be. Odyssey's Mario Kart World's downloading. The Sega Nomad. Mario Strikers. Shit, Kirby Forgotten Land. I got so many games to add on to this thing. I know what game I want to install in this right now, actually. Banging. That's so convenient being able to just click those off. Shit. You have to lift it up just a little to be able to reconnect them. What emulators on Steam Deck? There's one there, that's for sure. I got quite a few actually. Let me go back, library. I like all the emulators. What happened there? Why are the icon? There we go. Got two different Citros. Dolphin, CMU. Well, it's probably a stream. He probably wants to stream. That's why those ones, yeah, that doesn't have an icon. The ones without icons, they want to stream from another device, my computer. PSP, RetroArch. I tend to go straight to RetroArch. Like, if it's an emulator that RetroArch has within it, I'd rather use that because all my saves and everything, for the most part, are built right in there. But Streets of Rage remake, that's a good game. That's a really good game right there. I like that game. And another one I've been playing too, is it here? Right there. Legend of Dragoon. Okay. The game is legendary. Legendary. Yeah, the Switch 2's definitely not as wide as the Steam Deck. Definitely not as thick as the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck is what? Wow. It almost looks twice as... Nah, I'd say... Not twice as big as the Switch 2, but about... I'd say 1.7 times bigger than the Switch 2. Almost twice as thick. Be nice to actually get into a game. Shit. That's sick. It'd be nice to compare a Switch. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna compare. I was debating on maybe doing something, but I'm gonna hold off. I was thinking maybe I'd start up a Switch game on here and then run that same game here and just see how they look in comparison. But I'm gonna hold off on that right now. I don't want to do something like that too early in the game. Shit. When it comes to performance, based on what I've seen, see what I think right now, I think the full capability when it comes to how powerful both these systems are, the Switch 2, I don't know. I've seen people I gotta do my own tests and everything, but from what I've seen, people have been able to get some higher frame rates on quite a few games on the Steam Deck in comparison to the Switch 2, based on what they know about frame rates on certain games for the Switch 2. Not in real world hands-on testing, but I think people are going to start to do that quite a bit, is really compare games that are running on the Steam Deck to the Switch 2. But the big thing that I've been thinking about is the fact that when it comes to the I'll put this back in the case. When it comes to the Steam Deck, I have a feeling we're maybe a year out. Maybe a year and a half from seeing a new Steam Deck. And when the next Steam Deck comes out, I think it's gonna put the Nintendo Switch, I don't know, to shame in quite a few places for sure. No question about that. Like, I really think if Valve is smart and releases a Steam Deck 2, they're gonna sell. If a Steam Deck 2 released this fall, I'd probably purchase it. I probably would grab it. Like, that's how confident I am in the Steam Deck. And to run SteamOS is just amazing. I even have another device I can compare to the Switch 2. I don't even know why I don't got it here right now. I've already compared it to the OLED. I've compared it to the Steam Deck now. I got another. Let me grab another device and do a quick comparison. we're gonna compare devices to devices, if you really want to talk about a chunky boy, look at this bad boy. When it comes to screen, shit, the Legion Go. The Legion Go. Look at that screen. But the thickness of this bad boy, I'm running SteamOS on the Legion Go. No Bazzite. I had Bazzite. The boot option disappeared on me at one point. I was trying to find a way to resurrect how to get it to boot back up into Bazzite, but I said, you know what? SteamOS was just released for these devices and compatibility's there. Now, when you want to talk about being twice as thick, look at this. Look at that. That's definitely 2 times the size. Look at the vents alone. The Legion Go is huge. And it's crazy to think, like, back up. Like, the Legion Go itself, like, you can actually, it's been a while since I detached these controllers. It's been a good while since I detached my Legion Go controllers from this thing. Shit, I feel like I've forgotten how to detach my Legion Go controllers. Should be that button there. Okay. Not as easy as I'd like it to be. Why does it seem like I can't detach my Legion Go controllers? What is going on here? Are you kidding me? I literally cannot detach the controllers from my Legion Go. They do not want to come off. How does that even work? Like, how? Is that something I'm going to have to look up online? Why my Legion Go controllers will not detach from the system? Here we go. Jesus. Been a long time. There. Holy cow. I guess that's what it's like when you go back to Rails. These ones slide the opposite. Look at that. Like, I want some RGB Switch 2 controllers. Like, immediately. This is probably, yeah, I would say power wise, it's probably more powerful than the Switch 2. But battery wise, when you bump up this thing, it eats battery. Compared to the Steam Deck's a monster when it comes to battery. This thing though, I got to do more testing on the Legion Go when it comes to battery life with less demanding games. Because I know with before, it seemed like this thing was eating battery, but with SteamOS, it shouldn't be eating battery as much. But, like, RGB on these, like, if a mod comes out, I'm modding these controllers with RGB, no question about it. Put some RGB in those, light up that Nintendo Switch. I'll be happy. So much easier to put those back on. Legion Go's a beast, though. Like, when it comes to the weight, it's a monster. Monster. A lot more effort. Look at the size. Jesus. Huge difference between the two. Brightness, it's hard to say which one's actually brighter, though. Probably the Switch. Maybe it's just because it's a white screen. I know that kind of blinds out. Let's see. If I open up something. Yeah. That Switch 2 screen. That's bright. All right, well, have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. I'm only going to be on for so much longer anyways. I got to go eat. Maybe I should start up a game. But yeah, in comparison, shit. Legion Go, Steam Deck, Switch, OLED. If only I had enough room to fit them all in the frame. Shit, what a comparison that would be right there. Just all the devices, all in one shot. Put that there. This bad boy here. This bad boy over here. Those bad boys. Monsters. Enjoy your night. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Monsters. Alright, let's turn off the Steam Deck. Let's put this aside. Steam Deck can go in there. Controller can go there. Put that back on top of there. This bad boy, beast. New update. Steam client update. Fixed a rare case that could result in multiple prompts. To install the same update. Fix a rare case that could result in retriggering the out-of-box wizard. Fix the battery charge limit option shown on devices that don't support it. Fix events showing blurred images. Library games with adult content. Sure enough. Stick that aside. Back in its case. OLED. Switch 2. I would like to I almost want to start Mario Odyssey, for Christ's sakes. How many people are tempted to play Mario Odyssey as opposed to playing shit? I'm so familiar with it. Like I want to see something familiar almost, but decisions. I'll start Mario Kart World. To load Virtual King game card on the system, you'll need to link it. Open virtual game cards from the home menu and select the same user. When the on-screen guide appears, select link. But it's not appearing. They're as close as it gets. What do you want from me? Really? This is what you're gonna do right now? Wow. Very weird. Back out of this. What, does Bluetooth gotta be on? No, airplane mode's not on. We're both connected. Do I have the wrong system here right now? Am I supposed to have my other system here? Let me see something. This switch should be the one that I need. Weird how that is working out right now. Why will it not? Bring the systems close. They are. They're close enough. I got too many Nintendo Switches. Do I need the other one? What's going on here? Does it want this switch to be able to use virtual cards? Wow. This whole time, I needed the other switch. Switch to OLED and original. All together in one spot. They can barely fit in the frame together. Wow, this whole time I've been doing that. What a pain in the ass. I should have made this the thumbnail for the video. Right here. That would have been a good thumbnail. All three systems lined up together. Shit. That's crazy. That is crazy right there. There we go. Okay, we got it going. Virtual game loaded. What a pain in the ass. That was bullshit. What a pain in the ass. All three systems together. Look at that. What a difference. What a difference. Light as a feather. Light as a feather. That's a heavy feather. Not as heavy as the Lenovo Legion, but crazy. To have all three all in the same frame. Almost want to screenshot that. Shit, I should screenshot that. Boom. I got it. Haha. The vibration, I can feel those haptics. No, that's not what I meant to do. Wireless play. But I thought you can... How would I share the screens between these devices? I guess you should be able to, should you not? Game share. Searching for game share? Or maybe I did it wrong. Searching for game share. How to join a game share session. Starting a compatible software. Starting game share session from within the software. Does Mario Kart World have game share? Does Mario Kart World have game share? No game share, but you can play together on the same Switch. Really? Really? Mario Kart World doesn't come with game share? That's crazy. Doesn't use the Switch 2 best feature. Wow, that sucks. That's kind of stupid. Out of all the games that aren't going to use it, it's going to be this one. You know what? I'm going free roam. Yeah, buddy. Bomba. Interesting. The camera moves so slow. Why doesn't it move quicker? It should move quicker. That's weird. It should rotate a lot quicker than that. Target. Am I trying to hit him? Target? What is the point in this target system? No way, he psyched me out and he turned. You bastard. No way. Look at him go. Get him. Oh. Now I got him. Three shells. There's no reason I won't get him when I need to. Oh! You kidding me? Off the card there. Got him finally. What was the point in targeting him though? Crazy. That's weird. I don't even know why I was targeting that guy yet. Off-roading time. Nice view there. Can't complain about that. It's a nice system. Pretty happy with it. I have to get a lot more testing in. The kickstand feels nice and secure. The original kickstand. What a joke that thing is. Look at the angle. I can't even angle it the same as the other ones. I have to stand that one up a little more. Shit. And this one too. Dang. Look at the angle though. Like, I don't know why this one looks so much darker in the blacks. Like the blacks look, they're darker. Really weird. Really weird. I'm happy with it though. I think they did pretty good. Only time will tell how much better it gets. Alright, you guys, girls, it's your boy Mr. Homebrew. I'm going to be checking out. We'll do some comparisons in the near future between these devices. Yeah, like all these devices, plus the Steam Deck, Legion Go, all of it. Might as well. There's no reason not to do a bunch of comparisons and see how everything competes against each other. Especially when I get a game that's running on all of them. That's going to be nice. Cyberpunk's a good option. I could probably run that on the Steam Deck, the Legion Go, and I'll have to get it on the Nintendo Switch 2. So, that's about it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. All the best. Thanks for tuning in, those who were able to make it during the stream. For those who couldn't, it's all good. Not a problem at all. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.